The universe wants to remind you gently, tenderly, but with undeniable certainty that the second half of this year holds so much potential. This is not a distant possibility or a vague promise, it is a spiritual certainty unfolding in real time. If the first half of 2025 has felt heavy, uncertain, or slow-moving, it's not because you failed. It's not because you're off course. It's not because you've been forgotten. It's simply because things were being rearranged behind the scenes in ways you could not yet understand. What looked like delay was really divine preparation. What felt like confusion was truly a clearing of all that was not meant to walk with you into the next phase of your life. You have not missed your moment. You have not run out of time. The heaviness you've carried, the disappointments that tried to cloud your faith, the moments of isolation or spiritual fatigue, none of that defines you. All of it has been working, quietly and powerfully, to align you with the magnitude of what's coming next. Every tear you shed, every unanswered prayer, every door that didn't open, every silence that felt unbearable, was actually a sacred invitation to keep trusting, to keep becoming, to keep surrendering to the higher vision God has written over your life. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. In fact, you are right on time for everything to shift. This is your mid-year awakening. The old weight is being lifted. A new chapter is opening before you, and this time, it's aligned with who you truly are. There is no need to carry the past into this new season. You are not obligated to rehearse the pain, replay the mistakes, or relieve the disappointments. What lies ahead is greater than anything you've left behind, and you owe it to your soul to embrace that truth with faith. Breathe deeply and feel that shift. You are being divinely repositioned. You are being realigned with blessings that carry your name. Opportunities are emerging, doors are beginning to open, and favor is gathering in places you don't even know about yet. This is the season where clarity will meet you like a sunrise after a long night. Where confusion will give way to divine knowing. Where what once felt stuck will suddenly move, and what once felt blocked will now flow. The second half of this year is not just another chapter, it is a transformation. It is the manifestation of everything you've been growing through. You've done the hard work. You've faced yourself in the mirror when it wasn't easy. You've endured the pressure of waiting when everything in you wanted to rush forward. You've grown spiritually, emotionally, and mentally even when you didn't realize it. You've been strengthened in silence. Empowered in stillness. Built up in secret. And now, you are ready for the unveiling of what God has prepared for you. The winds are changing. The energy is shifting. The heavens are aligning in your favor. It's not wishful thinking, it's spiritual timing. The time has come to believe again, not just in the possibility of good things, but in your worthiness to receive them. You've settled for less for too long. You've made room for people, patterns, and situations that didn't match your destiny because you were trying to survive instead of thrive. But now the tide is turning. This new season isn't about survival. It's about stepping boldly into abundance. Into joy. Into peace. Into the wholeness that you've been called to experience. Let go of the doubts. Release the inner voice that tells you it's safer to expect disappointment. Quiet the fear that whispers, what if it doesn't work out, and instead lean into the faith that boldly declares, what if it does, because it will. Because it's time. Because all things are being made new. Because your faith has not been in vain. Because your prayers have not been forgotten. Because God has seen you, held you, kept you, and guided you even through the wilderness seasons that made you question everything. You are entering a time of restoration, not just of what was lost, but of what you never even knew was possible. You will see the fruit of the seeds you planted in tears. You will feel the joy of breakthroughs that seemed to come out of nowhere but were always coming. You will stand in rooms you once only dreamed of. You will feel a peace you thought was reserved for someone else. You will look back on this year and say, that was the moment everything changed. That was the season God showed me who I really am. That was the time when things finally came together. Visualize yourself walking into a future that welcomes you with open arms. See yourself saying yes to opportunities that feel right. Picture the right people finding you. The right doors opening. The right ideas flowing. You are not chasing anymore, you are aligning. You are not forcing anything to fit, you are allowing what belongs to find you effortlessly. And the proof will be in the peace you feel. God is not the author of confusion. When it's right, peace will confirm it. When it's meant for you, it won't drain you. It will uplift you. When it's God ordained, it will come with clarity, not chaos. You've spent too long second-guessing your worth. You've wrestled with imposter syndrome, with fears of failure, with voices from the past telling you you're not enough. But God's voice is louder. And it says you are chosen. You are loved. You are equipped. You are appointed for such a time as this. You are not here by accident. Your gifts, your passions, your unique perspective, they are not coincidences. They are clues to your calling. And this second half of the year is about reclaiming everything that was buried under fear, shame, or doubt. The anointing on your life cannot be revoked. The vision God gave you is still valid. The purpose that beats in your heart is still unfolding. No delay, detour, or disappointment can cancel what heaven has written for you. This is your time to rise from the ashes of what didn't work. To stand tall in your healing. To walk in rooms with confidence, knowing you carry something special. Knowing that the lessons you learned in the valley have prepared you to walk boldly on the mountain. Every moment of confusion was shaping your wisdom. Every test of patience was deepening your trust. Every season of waiting was maturing your character. And now, you are ready, not perfect, not without fear, but ready. Ready to receive. Ready to thrive. Ready to trust yourself again. Ready to believe that God's timing is never wrong and that His plans are always better than your own. The second half of 2025 will not look like the first. It will be lighter. Brighter. More aligned. You will smile again with sincerity. You will laugh without the lingering ache. You will sleep with peace instead of overthinking. You will wake up with purpose instead of dread. This is a spiritual shift. A soul-level upgrade. You are moving from hoping things get better to knowing they already are. Stay open. Stay surrendered. Keep your heart soft, even when the world tries to harden it. Keep your mind clear, even when doubt knocks on the door. Keep your spirit grounded in truth, even when distractions try to steal your focus. You've come too far to turn back. You've grown too much to shrink again. You've sacrificed too deeply to settle for anything less than divine fullness. This is the season where God reveals why you had to wait. Why the doors didn't open when you wanted. Why the people you thought were permanent had to leave. Why you had to walk through fire to become the version of yourself who is ready to rise. You'll look back and see that the redirection was protection. That the silence was sacred. That the pause was preparation. And that nothing was wasted. The next 6 months will bring divine encounters. Unexpected blessings. Favor that surprises you. Miracles that remind you just how present and powerful God truly is. You'll start to see the pieces come together. You'll find yourself in rooms that once intimidated you, now feeling at home. You'll speak with authority you didn't know you had. You'll walk with confidence that's been forged through your journey. And people will ask what changed, and you'll know it was grace. It was God. It was alignment. It was timing. You are being lifted. You are being held. You are being elevated, not just in the physical, but in your spirit. A new level of peace is arriving. A new level of discernment. A new level of self-respect. A new level of vision and strength and love for life itself. This is your time to take up space. To honor your inner voice. To follow joy. To pursue what lights you up. To release anything that dims your shine. Everything you've been through has equipped you for this moment. You're not walking into the second half of the year empty-handed. You're walking in with wisdom, with faith, with lessons etched into your soul, with resilience that cannot be shaken. Your heart may still be tender, your path may not be perfectly clear, but your spirit knows this is the beginning of something extraordinary. You are ready, even if you don't feel like it. You are chosen, even if you've doubted it. You are loved beyond comprehension. You are surrounded by unseen help. You are walking in grace. Trust that everything is coming together. Not all at once, but exactly as it needs to. You don't have to rush. You don't have to chase. You don't have to prove anything. Just keep showing up as your authentic self, keep saying yes to growth, and keep listening for the still small voice that leads you in peace. The second half of this year is your divine invitation to rise into the fullness of who you are. No more shrinking. No more delaying. No more doubting. This is your moment. And it's only just beginning. So breathe it in. Believe it. Receive it. It's already on its way to you. You're asking God to lead you, but in the quiet moments of your heart, you're still gripping the map with trembling hands, afraid to let go. You say with your mouth, God, I trust you, but your spirit is still racing ahead, trying to figure out every twist and turn. You're trying to read a future that only God holds. You're trying to write chapters that only the author can pen. You want to trust, but the urge to control still lingers, whispering lies that make you feel responsible for the outcomes, for the timing, for the path. But beloved, that was never your role. You don't have to control every step. You don't have to know how it all unfolds. You don't have to be the planner, the protector, and the provider all at once. That was never the weight you were meant to carry. The burden was never meant to be yours. The path was never yours to map out. It was always God's. And He is not only capable, He is faithful. He is not only aware of your desires, He is working through them, even now. He sees every piece of the puzzle you cannot see. He holds every outcome, every connection, every divine alignment in His hands. You were never meant to walk this road trying to anticipate every detour or prevent every fall. You were meant to follow. You were meant to trust. Worry waits. It hesitates. It asks endless questions and dwells in hypotheticals. It turns every unknown into a storm. But faith walks. Faith puts one foot in front of the other, even when there is fog on the road. Faith doesn't need to see the whole path, it only needs to see the one who goes before it. Faith obeys even when the next step feels uncertain. Faith says, even here, even now, I will trust you, Lord. Worry overanalyzes. It dissects and calculates. It tries to forecast failure and control every detail. But faith listens. Faith quiets the noise and turns to the whisper of the Spirit. Faith rests in knowing that the God who calls is the same God who provides. That the one who began the good work will complete it in His perfect time. Worry leads you in circles. Faith leads you forward. Worry drains your energy. It steals your sleep, your joy, and your peace. It robs you of the present by chaining you to imaginary futures. But faith fills your soul. Faith revives your spirit. Faith lifts your eyes to the heavens and reminds you that you are not alone. That your story is not random. That your pain is not wasted. That your steps are not in vain. Faith knows that what God starts, He finishes. That what He promises, He delivers. So take a breath. Not just any breath, a holy, sacred breath. A breath that says, God, I surrender. A breath that invites peace back into your heart. A breath that says, I trust you, even now. Release the timeline to God. You don't need to speed anything up. You don't need to force doors open or climb ladders not built for you. What is for you cannot miss you. What God has ordained, no hand can stop. Not even your delays or doubts can cancel what He has written over your life. Surrender the outcome to Him. You've tried carrying the weight of what if. Now, place it in His hands and say, even if. Even if it doesn't happen the way I envisioned, even if it takes longer than I expected, even if it stretches me more than I thought possible. I will still trust you, Lord. Because I know that you are good. I know that you are faithful. I know that you never lead me into a place you won't also sustain me in. I know that you never bring me to a season you haven't already prepared provision for. God's already gone ahead of you. He's walked the road. He's prepared the blessing. He's paved the way. He's standing at the end of it with open arms saying, come, child. Don't be afraid of what you can't see. Just walk with me. You only need to do what's in front of you. That one obedient step. That one faithful yes. That small, quiet act of trust that no one sees but heaven celebrates. Do it boldly. Do it with peace. Do it with the assurance that you are being led, not abandoned. He's not confused. He's not scrambling for solutions. He's not pacing the throne room, unsure of how to fix your situation. No, He is calm. He is in control. He is sovereign. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He is the God who split seas and shut the mouths of lions. He is the God who raises dead things back to life and calls things that are not as though they were. He is your God. And He is not late. You may think time is running out. You may feel like the window of opportunity is closing. But God is not bound by time. He holds it. He shapes it. He redeems it. He restores what feels lost and makes all things new. He is not rushing. He is refining. He is not delayed, He is deliberate. And what feels like silence is often sacred preparation. What feels like a pause is often God making room for a bigger promise than you imagined. Wait well. Walk by faith. He is not going to fail you now. You will look back on this moment, this season of surrender, and you will see the hand of God. You will see how every delay was protection. How every closed door was divine redirection. How every unanswered prayer was actually being rerouted into a greater purpose. You will see that He never left you. You will see how the fire didn't consume you, it refined you. You will see how the valley didn't bury you, it birthed something in you. You will look back and say with tears in your eyes, God made a way. And not just any way but the right way. A way you couldn't have created if you tried. A way that weaved grace and wisdom and timing and mercy all together. A way that was better than your plan. A way that revealed His love, His strength, His sovereignty. A way that led you closer to his heart. A way that showed you that you were never forsaken, not even for a moment. Just like he always does. Because that's who he is, the way maker, the miracle worker, the promise keeper. He did it before. He's doing it now. And he'll do it again. So rest, beloved. Let go of the map. You don't need it when you're walking with the guide. Let your faith rise. Let peace return. Let surrender be your strength. You are safe in his hands. You are seen. You are known. And you are being led. All will be well. Just keep walking. Just keep trusting. He's making a way just like he always does.